Okay, I'm going to be the complete opposite of Thomas's technical speech. I went to Porto. So I'm Shirley, Fraser. I have moved from when I went on the trip, I was with Sorby Adams Wines, and now I'm day 3 at Wine Australia. And I actually chose Porto for 2 reasons. I had always wanted to go and knew that it would be a beautiful place to visit from a wine tourism perspective, but I also found that the International Women in Wine Expo was being held in Porto, so I was able to attend that whilst I was there. And so I was able to meet with 90 women from over 27 different countries, and it was just a fantastic experience. And prior to the conference, I was able to go up into the vineyard areas. So my slides are just going to be rolling through as photos. So there's lots of people in mine because that's kind of my focus, is people. So I spent a couple of days in Pinhão, and then the 3 days of conference, and then a couple of days in Porto to actually see the areas. That's Pinhão, it was beautiful. And then had 2 days in London on the way home, where I also met the UK Women in Wine and also Wine Australia in London as well. So these are some of the areas that I went to in Pinhão. I went to some quintas there and they were just amazing. And what I found was that the people are just so humble and friendly. It's a really beautiful place to see how vertically integrated they are. The nature and the sustainability that they use in their wineries and their vineyards is very natural in the sense it's not forced. The sheer slope and scope of their vineyards is astounding. Their use of water, not only as a resource but as an aesthetic, and the way that they have vineyards, wineries, cellar doors, wine cellars in the city. They have boats that are branded and all sorts of other things. Obviously cork is really important, and from a sustainability perspective we had a lot of discussion around the potential for Australia to reintroduce a bit more cork. Heritage is obviously massive, and it goes back, and the beauty of their blue and white tiles is just astounding. I actually have a little book as well, if anybody... Oh, I'm already finishing. Okay, sorry. From an Australian perspective, I could speak for hours. Simon, from a National Wine Centre, get yourself there to see the world of wine. It's like this place on steroids. The opportunity to have permanent engagement with restaurants and wine tourism. I mean, if you could think about having, as a wine capital network as well, from a supply chain perspective, a Women in Wine international exchange would be amazing. Just so many things that were there from a learning perspective. It was just an amazing experience that I can't thank enough from Great Wine Capitals. So thank you.